Margaret Qualley was nowhere to be seen at the biggest wedding of the year. And now we know exactly why she stayed home. In this video, we are breaking down the split between Margaret Qualley and Jack Antonoff, the real reason she missed Taylor Swift's wedding, and what this breakup means for both of their careers. We have the timeline, the social media clues, and the reaction from fans who thought this couple was built to last. By the end of this video, you will know the full story, including the detail from their final conversation that explains why Margaret chose to skip the wedding rather than face the cameras. But first, let us rewind to where this relationship began. Before we get to the breakup, you need to understand why Margaret Qualley and Jack Antonoff were not just another Hollywood couple. Margaret Qualley burst onto the Hollywood scene with her breakout role in HBO's The Leftovers in 2014. Since then, she has built a reputation as one of the most talented young actresses of her generation, with critically acclaimed performances in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Made, and Poor Things. She comes from Hollywood royalty. Her mother is Andie MacDowell, the iconic actress known for 4 Weddings and a Funeral and Groundhog Day. But Margaret has always been determined to forge her own path, and she has largely succeeded on her own terms. Jack Antonoff, meanwhile, is one of the most successful music producers of the past decade. He first gained fame as the guitarist for the band Fun, but his real breakthrough came as a producer and songwriter. He has worked with some of the biggest names in music: Taylor Swift, Lorde, Lana Del Rey, St. Vincent, and Florence Plus the Machine, to name just a few. His production style, which blends indie rock sensibilities with pop polish, has defined the sound of modern pop music. He has won multiple Grammy Awards and is widely considered one of the most influential figures in the industry. Qualley and Antonoff reportedly began dating in 2021, though they kept their relationship extremely private in the early stages. They were first spotted together at a restaurant in New York City, and over the next few years, they were occasionally photographed at events and on vacation. But unlike many celebrity couples, they never made their relationship a public spectacle. There were no red carpet appearances together, no joint interviews, no social media posts declaring their love. In August 2022, the couple got engaged in a low-key ceremony that was only revealed when Qualley was spotted wearing an engagement ring at a film premiere. The wedding followed in 2023, a small ceremony with close friends and family. Taylor Swift was reportedly in attendance, along with several other high-profile musicians and actors. The wedding was kept so private that no photos were released to the public. For the past 3 years, Qualley and Antonoff seemed like one of Hollywood's most stable couples. They supported each other's careers. Qualley attended Antonoff's concerts, and Antonoff accompanied Qualley to film premieres. They were rarely in the tabloids, and when they were, it was usually because of their work rather than their relationship. But here is where things take a turn nobody expected. So what exactly happened? The details of this split are more complicated than a simple breakup. On July 15, 2026, the same day as Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding, Margaret Qualley and Jack Antonoff announced their separation in a joint statement released to the press. The statement was brief and respectful. "We have made the difficult decision to separate. We remain close friends and wish each other nothing but the best. We ask for privacy during this time." The timing of the announcement was immediately suspicious. Releasing a breakup statement on the same day as the biggest celebrity wedding of the year seemed like a deliberate attempt to bury the news. But sources close to the couple say that the timing was actually a coincidence. The announcement had been planned for weeks, and neither Qualley nor Antonoff realized that Swift's wedding was happening on the same day until it was too late to change the date. The real reason Margaret Qualley skipped Taylor Swift's wedding, according to multiple sources, was not because of the breakup announcement. It was because she and Antonoff had already separated by the time the wedding invitations went out, and she did not want to attend a high-profile event while her marriage was falling apart. She did not want to answer questions, one source said. She did not want to pretend everything was fine. She just wanted to stay home. The reasons for the split are still unclear, but several sources have provided conflicting accounts. One source claims that the couple grew apart due to their demanding careers. Qualley has been filming back-to-back projects for the past 2 years. while Antonoff has been touring and producing albums for multiple artists. They were never in the same city, the source said. It was hard to maintain a marriage when you were living on opposite coasts. Another source suggests that there was a more specific incident that triggered the separation. According to this source, Antonoff was photographed at a party in Los Angeles with a female musician who he has worked with in the past. The photos were innocent. They were standing together in a group, talking and laughing, but Qualley reportedly found the situation uncomfortable. It was not cheating, the source clarified, but it was a moment that made Margaret realize they were not on the same page anymore. Neither Qualley nor Antonoff has addressed these rumors directly. Both have remained silent on social media since the announcement, and neither has been spotted in public. Their representatives have declined to comment beyond the initial statement. And then came the detail that changed everything. The internet had a lot to say about this breakup, but one reaction stood out above all the rest. The reaction to Margaret Qualley and Jack Antonoff's split was divided between sympathy and speculation. On one side, fans of both Qualley and Antonoff expressed sadness at the end of what had seemed like a genuinely loving relationship. They were so private and so respectful of each other, one fan wrote on X. This is the kind of celebrity breakup that actually makes me sad. Taylor Swift fans were particularly vocal, with many expressing disappointment that Qualley had missed the wedding. I really wanted to see Margaret at the wedding, one Swiftie wrote. She and Jack were supposed to be there together. It is sad that their relationship ended right before such a happy day. Others defended Qualley's decision to stay home, arguing that attending a wedding while going through a breakup would have been emotionally difficult. The reaction from the music industry was more muted. Several musicians who have worked with Antonoff posted supportive messages on social media, but most avoided addressing the breakup directly. Lorde, who has collaborated extensively with Antonoff, posted a photo of the two of them in the studio with the caption, "Forever grateful." The post was interpreted as a show of support for her longtime collaborator. Qualley's Hollywood colleagues were similarly supportive. Her Poor Things co-star Emma Stone reportedly reached out to Qualley privately, according to a source close to both actresses. Emma has been a rock for Margaret during this time, the source said. She knows what it is like to go through a public breakup. The most talked about reaction came from Andie MacDowell, Qualley's mother. MacDowell posted a photo of herself and Qualley on Instagram with the caption, "My girl, always." The post received over 1 million likes and was flooded with comments from fans expressing their support. Andie MacDowell is the kind of mom everyone needs during a breakup, one comment read. Unconditional love, no questions asked. But the post that got the most attention came from someone nobody expected. So what happens now? The answer might surprise you. Both Margaret Qualley and Jack Antonoff have busy professional schedules that will likely keep them in the public eye despite their personal struggles. Qualley is set to star in a new film directed by Yorgos Lanthimos, the filmmaker behind Poor Things and The Favorite. The film, which is currently in pre-production, is expected to begin filming in early 2027. Sources close to the project say that Qualley is fully committed to the role and that the breakup will not affect her participation. Antonoff, meanwhile, is in the middle of producing albums for several major artists, including a rumored collaboration with Taylor Swift on her next project. He is also scheduled to tour with his band Bleachers in the fall of 2026. Industry insiders say that Antonoff is known for channeling personal experiences into his music, and some are predicting that his next production work will reflect the emotions of the breakup. The question of whether Qualley and Antonoff will remain friends is still open. Their joint statement described them as close friends, but sources close to the couple say that the separation has been more difficult than the public statement suggests. They are trying to be civil, one source said, but it is hard. There is a lot of history there. There is also speculation about whether either Qualley or Antonoff will address the breakup in future interviews or creative work. Qualley has historically been private about her personal life, and it is unlikely that she will discuss the split publicly. Antonoff, on the other hand, has a history of writing songs about his relationships. His work with Lorde and Taylor Swift often draws from personal experiences. Fans are already speculating that his next production credits might include subtle references to the breakup. The impact on their social circles is also worth noting. Qualley and Antonoff share many mutual friends in the entertainment industry, including Taylor Swift, Lorde, and several other musicians and actors. Navigating these shared connections in the wake of the breakup will be a challenge for both of them. "It is a small world," one insider said. "They are going to run into each other. The question is whether they can handle it with grace. And if our sources are right, this is only the beginning." Margaret Qualley and Jack Antonoff built a life away from the cameras, but when the cameras found them anyway, the pressure was more than their marriage could hold. She skipped the wedding of the century to protect her heart, and the world may never know what really happened behind those closed doors.